right? So there are all of these truths. Now these are subjective truths, and dare I say they're seen through the windshield of some kind of conditioned, programmed, brainwashed MK Ultra mind. So what we want to do is go prior to that and start to touch the true self, the I am, where this is the one true concrete reality that is giving birth to all this. Now, the further we get away from that direct, tangible experience of the I am, the further we get away, the further we're going to get to subjective reality. If that makes sense, we're going to start to delve into an opinion, right? Oh. And everyone's entitled to an opinion, and they're, like I said, 8 billion people on this planet. Everyone thinks what they do is right, because for them, they're right. They are right. But if we can learn through these teachings to go further within, and then what's going to happen is we're going to see ourselves in everyone. And once we see ourselves in everyone, what harm can we do to anyone? And for me, that's one of the main goals.
Right. Nicely said. Okay. Okay, great. Now look, you mentioned a couple of words earlier on, which was past lives. Different characters, different individuals, different manifestations of the human beings that would come to you. Some of that was spent with Rich, some of that would have been on your own, doing that, exploring that side of things. What's I think I know where you're going to go with this. With what you believe to be your own personal past life.
Well, there was a couple of things going on there. One, I wanted to hone my skills and abilities. So, for me, this is way back 30 years ago. Identifications, they were creating more attachments. So I'm like, well, my goal is liberation. And so if I'm telling people about their past lives and they're identifying with that, I'm actually not helping them. So I'm just going to stop. So now the exploration, that when we talk personally about me exploring, one, it was to sharpen my skills, and two, as a kid, I just had this feeling about myself, and I even used to say names over and over, information and validation, because I feel very different and my understandings are very different, and I have strange things I can do. It's like my feeling is that I'm that. So I need to understand. I mean, do I feel this way for a reason? Is it just my imagination? So I wanted confirmation for myself, and that confirmation kind of freed me up, Tim, to continue my work as RJ. So it's really those two things. I always had that feeling. I wanted to confirm or make sure that, no, that's not true. So I wanted that confirmation, and at the same time, I just wanted to keep getting better and better and better so I could serve better and better and better. So that had a lot to do with the exploration of past lives.
But it is, even though you're helping people go as deep as they can at whatever level they're starting from, do things like past lives, do you see them as just getting in the way? Do you still just kind of put them to one side when people ask you about them?
The only thing I would say is that if our evolution seemingly we're stuck and we need something, it's like training. Okay. So I think I kind of view it as that way. I've worked with thousands and thousands and thousands of people, and every now and then, if I pick up that some of their sticking point has to do with a past life thing that they have not let go, I will bring it up. I'll say, hey, just so you know, blah, 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 this is where this comes from, and see the relief and the release. So it can be helpful, but to start to focus, if it becomes the focus, then you're not really being who you are right now. Right? And this is a trap. And Rich and I used to talk about that.
And trading wheels is good. Makes sense. Just a quick one. Do you think you'll be back again?
Without question. Yeah, without question. So, I mean, I've already deeply experienced from a linear perspective, because it's all happening now, which is, I know the mind's like, what? But it is. So I have deeply explored my next, from a linear perspective, what would be my next incarnation. And yeah, I I will be back, and I'll even give some of it away. So it's around 2154. I am at that point. I am around 30 years old, and I'm living in the place that we used to know as Chicago. And I won't go any further.